Hi everyone. You know what? I am stuck at home these days, and it's a good thing because I get to protect myself and my loved ones. And this thing is really pandemic, and it is no joke at all. And I'm sure you guys are feeling the same. I really wanted to do this video because I have been getting some questions asking to share some tips and advice on how we should be taking care of ourselves, especially what you should be eating these days, and also what other habits that you can follow in order to make sure you are doing everything that you can do to prevent the spread of coronavirus. And this video, I really wanted to focus on talking about how you could be immunologically fit. So for those of you who doesn't know me, I'm Kiru Kishore Kumar. I'm a certified integrative nutrition health coach and an international speaker. So my question to you is, are you immunologically fit? Now, for us to be immunologically fit, we got to be physically fit as well. The reason I'm stressing about immune system and why it is important for us to strengthen our immune system, especially this time, is we got to remember our body has its own intelligence, and it has its own natural way to protect itself, especially from any threats that are coming into our body from external environment. And for those who had given birth, you would know how your body uses its own intelligence to grow a baby inside your womb. And if whenever you have a cut in your hand, your body has the intelligence to heal itself. So it's the same way our body has an intelligence to protect us. Especially when we are exposed to external pathogens or bacteria and viruses, our body uses its intelligence, which is the immune system, to protect the body and to fight against all these external particles so that we can live healthy. So our only duty for these next couple of weeks is to make sure that we are doing all things to strengthen our immune system so our body can miraculously heal itself naturally as well as protect itself naturally. So today's video, I really wanted to focus on the importance of us being physically active. So now when I say physically active, you must be saying, okay, how do we do exercise when the gyms are closed these days and all our classes, whether the Zumba classes or your dancing classes, are cancelled and you're literally inbound? I do understand. So here is how I'm managing my physical activities and exercise. We live in an apartment and I don't have garden space, so I start my day with a morning run around 5:30 to 5:45. And the reason I like to do this is because one, I know there's hardly anyone on road at this time, so I'm literally not interacting with anyone this time, so I'm safe. And the other thing is, I love to start my day very early, and especially with the physical activity, because getting outside and getting some fresh air and doing some activity outside is actually going to help you have a better mindset, because your happy hormones are going to be secreted and you're starting the day with the right mentality. So very high chances of you not being bored for the whole day, and you're going to be active for the whole day, which is really important. And another thing that I like to do morning workout is because I'm getting out in the sun, and it's morning sun, so it's not going to burn you out, and also my body is able to produce more vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is really, really vital for us to boost our immune system, as well as studies have shown that vitamin D prevents respiratory infection. So consider taking a little bit of walk even 10 minutes, that's fine, or going for a quick run if you have a neighborhood and if you feel it's safe. So for those who don't feel comfortable going out, well, you could choose to work out at home, whether it's yoga or a 10 minutes HIIT training. And if you're not familiar with HIIT training, get onto Google or YouTube, and you could find enough of informations and videos which you can learn from and immediately start. So my husband and I, we do our morning run together, and we do a little bit of HIIT training at home. Activity doesn't have to be always exercise or walking or running. Like if you have garden space, so you could choose to do some gardening. That's again physical activity. All what we need to make sure is that we are moving a little bit, because we are going to be at home all the time, and very high chances of us becoming bored and also lethargic. And we may high chances of us sitting in front of the TV and not considering to move around. So this is the reason I'm stressing why you got to consider doing a little bit of physical activity as well. So I'll let you know towards the latter part of this video the benefit that you get by moving your body. Is if you have your private pool, jump in and do some swimming regularly. That's again a good option as well. And those who are staying home with your kids, you could consider doing some games with them, especially so your kids are going to be entertained and they're not going to be bored. At the same time, you are getting your workout done. And here's a cool thing that I suggested to one of my clients who said she was not interested in working out alone because she felt it's so boring. We got a great technology, so why not do a FaceTime or get onto Skype and do a group session with your friend or colleague, and in that way you're encouraging each other and you're not going to be feeling bored that you're doing all by yourself. So that's another option for you guys as well, if you feel it's such a boring thing to work out. So here is why you got to be physically active these days. So every time you are doing some sort of physical activity, your blood circulation is increased. When your blood circulation is increased, your white blood cells are going to travel faster to all areas of your body, and if at all you're exposed to any sort of pathogens or viruses, they are going to be able to destroy them quicker. So this is why, and several studies have shown repeatedly that having some sort of physical activity will boost your immune system, and it is really vital for us to consider to strengthen our immune system. With age, immune strength goes down. This is why we've been told that elderly people and those who are having immunological disorders or any inflammatory disease are more vulnerable to be infected by this. Hope you guys found this useful. I'm going to be seeing you guys again in a couple of other videos. If you do have any questions, shoot them down in the comments, and if you do need any clarification, ask me those questions as well. I'll be glad to help you these days. And take care of yourself and be smart and take some action. Bye bye now.